Hi there, it's Annie Lou. How are you? I am going to do a layout in my Dollar Tree journal. I guess that's what I'll call it. I showed you my layouts on another video, and I am going to do a layout on this page. Now, I want this page to lay flat, so I'm able to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus, very much. There you go. Okay, now to protect my surface, and this surface is one that I got at Temu, and it's a liner actually for your oven. And I have a liner in my oven, and they are wonderful. Every now and then I take it out. I actually go outside with it and use the hose and get everything off. It just comes off like that. I will be using the girl stamps that I got from Temu, and the thought in my head is to do a layout like the Brady Bunch. That Brady Bunch, when they come on TV, you know, here's a na-na-na-na-na-na, and it has the pictures like that. So that is what I'm going to do with the girls. Now, the first thing I need to do is I need to cover this with gesso, because I need something for the paint or whatever it is that I'm going to use to cling to the surface. Now, to protect my mat a little bit, I like to keep it as clean as long as I can. I won't go crazy, but I use parchment paper, which comes from the Dollar Tree. The only thing good there about their papers is the parchment. Don't ever buy the plastic wrap. You will not be happy. You may have to go to psychiatric counseling, which is what happened to me. Believe it or not. Okay, enough of that. So here is my surface, and any gesso will do. Now, I have a brush that is dedicated to stuff like this. It's a brush that has seen better days, but it still has a lot of use left to it. So I am not going to put this down on a palette. I'm just going to squeeze some on and spread it out. Now, it doesn't matter that I can see the writing through here. This is a base for my next layer of paint. I am thinking I am going to paint it black. And then when I put the girls on, they'll be like framed, maybe. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. And this has some bubbles in it, but that's okay. The bubbles should flatten out. And if they don't, that's okay too. So that is your first step. Get your surface and gesso it. So I'll be back for step 2 when this dries. So the gesso is all dried. And now I am going to use some black acrylic paint. Any kind of black acrylic paint is fine. And I am not going to use a palette. I am just going to squeeze some black paint. This black paint must be old because it's not coming out like it should, but it's fine. You need paper towels. I got my paper towel and put it over there, and that is to blot out my paintbrush. Woo! Did you see that? You know, I don't have a painting shirt on. I have like a cute little sundress on, which is probably, I don't know. You know what's going to happen. If I don't paint towards me, maybe I won't get paint on me. And I do have bubbles. I don't think they're going to leave. It's fine, because I am actually going to do my stamping on mixed media paper, and a lot of companies make mixed media paper. I just happen to have the Canson. All right, this is good. So I have my water bucket over here. Just what is that? Oh, it's a cottage cheese container. All right, I'm just going to leave my brush in there. I will bring that upstairs afterwards to wash it. It is really important to take care of your tools. Okay, so now I am going to stamp. So I have my stamping platform here, and You can use whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I'm going to do with the stamps that I got from Temu. I am not going to use watercolor paper because watercolor paper has a tooth to it unless you use hot pressed. I gave it a trim. Going to use some washi tape to hold down the paper on the platform. Tweezers are a good thing to use if you can't get that tape going. I don't want to ruin my beautiful fingernails. These are mani to go, and they're wonderful. Now. All right, here are the girls. And I have faith in my girl that didn't come out too good over here. So I want to do her over here because I think the girls are all different sizes. So I think they're going to be on different sized papers. So shiny side up, smooth side up, and it'll stick right to your platform. There it is. Really can't see it. There it is. I have my Staz-On ink. I want to use something that is not going to activate if I use water. So we'll close this up. Whoops. This comes off because if you have a different size stamps, it accommodates stamps that these are real thin, but there are other stamps that are thicker. All right, it still didn't come out on that side. It just must be the stamp. It's not me, right? So it's over here. But I don't want to add too much to it because then it'll get kind of bleedy. It'll bleed out a little bit. Don't want that. It's better. I can come in later with my fine point black permanent marker. It's just good to have baby wipes on hand. And I have my stamp cleaner over here. It's still wet from yesterday. Okay, so that is the girl with the long hair. Now let's do a girl with short hair. A lift. That one came out perfect. So I have all of the faces stamped, and I did one of the birds, and now I have to ponder. So I'll be back. I have been playing with my supplies so I can get these girl faces done, and I don't know what I'm going to do until I do it. And what I decided to do is on the black page, I am going to add some color with washi tape. I'm going to tuck it right into that seam so it adds color to the page. I stamped all the faces just on white cardstock, and I added my own features, their eyes, nose, and lips. And it's really, really easy to do that. So let me give you just a little demo. All right. So I have some faces stamped here. Now the first thing to do is to use a really soft lead pencil. And what you want to do is you want to look at your girl's face and you just want to find the center. And probably the center is right up the middle of her neck. So you draw a light line. I'm going to go dark on my line so you can see it. And then you want to draw another line across, but you don't want it to be in the middle. You want it to be in the upper third of the face. This line is her eye line. So what you do is you just come down and make like a half, like a smile. And then you go on top and you finish that circle. And then I'm going to give her sort of her eyelid. So here is her nose. It just comes down the center, and I'll make a loop. And on her lips, I am going to make You can do her lips any way you want. Let's just give her, so what you do, listen to me ramble, make a V and then bring that out, connect it on the bottom and give it a line. Now I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to erase, but first I will put it in with my black permanent marker. So she has funky eyes. These are not real people. I do not know how much of that I can get off with my eraser, and you want to use a good quality eraser. And believe it or not, Dollar Tree has a really good eraser made by Jot. And this is my Tombo eraser, and it's really, really tiny. It has the tiniest little head on it. Let me see if I can erase this. It's coming off. Her nose is a little big, but she's got some personality. Let's do one more fast. There. You can do the same thing 10 times in a row and it will never, ever, ever come out the same. Okay, there you go. Just quirky little ladies. And what's nice is you can stamp your stamp, do the face. If you don't like it, stamp it again. Or if you use a pencil and you're light, you can erase it. So this is where I am at right now. I have to decide what to do. Yeah, they're all pretty much the same size, but I think I'm going to take a little bit more off. I'd like to have more room, but I have to make sure I take off the same amount on each one. And this is my Fiskars. I love this cutter. It has a metal strip right there, and that is an excellent guideline. All right, let's see now. Let's cut these up. I have these all trimmed down just the way I want them. So now I need to come up with, I guess I need to ponder. That's what I need to do.